Welcome to Inspired by JimmyL, a podcast that inspires freedom through authenticity. Take our shows and use them, honey. Use them to listen to your gut, your intuition, and allow them to give you the courage to be free in every area of your life. We believe that success and happiness is a personal thing. Now redefine it on your terms. This show is designed to give you practical tips from realistic people who have decided to no longer keep up with the Joneses. Now your intuition is your roadmap, but this show is here to give you more courage to simply listen. And to add, we are not pleading for ratings and reviews, but please be sure to subscribe and share every single show if you are inspired. I'm your host, Jimmy Warmize. Now let's get into the show.
Now, how do you do that? How do you suggest someone to stand out? Because you have to be really self-aware and extremely bold to go against the normal, especially when your parents or the tradition is to go in polished, almost a fake facade on when you're going into an interview, putting on this overly professional voice. How do you get people to tune out the past, to be more of themselves, to do that in an interview? Like, how do you get people to do that?
So the red blazer example is a very extreme example, but with people there are people making these kinds of decisions thinking that they're normal, or making a decision because they want to, and they're not realizing the effects of that decision. But when I encourage people to be themselves in interviews, right, we want to be professional and we want to have, a decent conversation flow. But if a company isn't hiring for something you want, or you're having to make compromises that maybe you didn't want to make, like you didn't want to work nights, but the role they kind of sprung on you in the interview, oh, it's going to work nights, or you're really uncomfortable with how their culture feels when you're in it, right? Those are decisions that you need to be able to make, and you need to be able to be yourself, because if they don't like who you are in the interview when you're at your most, right, together and polished and right, if that's not vibing, then it is not going to be a good situation a year down the road.
Yeah, I agree. I 100%. Thank you. I was really just curious. I like the probe, but if you can tell, I really like the exo, because my interview process for my team, it changed about 6 months to a year ago. If I don't get a good vibe from you, I'm never going to hire you. And I'm also one. I look at resumes, but I really don't care about them. As long as you're working, I guess. I mean, I really don't know. Like, I don't know, because I train you on whatever the job is. Like, I normally don't care. But if our vibe is off in that interview, if I feel that your personality is not going to fit with the culture or with my environment, I'm never going to hire you. And so I try to make people, which I've been really good and comfortable with, is making people comfortable during the interview, because I need to know who you're going to be when I'm not around. I need to see you for that raw person. And so I can get all of you. And so that is very interesting. I'm hoping more people can adopt that.
Yeah, it's the simple, making sure that someone's qualified, and then making sure they're a good fit, right? It's people overcomplicate it, but making sure that they have what you need for the role and that they can achieve the role is all you need.
I like that. That is a good place to end. Hannah, thank you so much for being on the show. I really do appreciate you for your time, your energy, and just just trying to make the world different. And I'm so sick, because we need it. Oh, we need it. I swear to you, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it goes. I am so excited. But thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to get out here that has not been said, that you want listeners to know or understand about your role or about what you're doing?
I think the best way that you can support your HR team is using your power. If you're a leader, right? Because everyone's a leader, but especially if you're a leader, using your power and your influence to break down barriers and really let your team succeed is your job as a leader. And that's something I think we all need to be reminded of sometimes, is that you really work for your team. You work to make sure that they are, being able to do their work and being able to do it well and meeting goals, and really making sure that that pyramid is flipped and that you are serving them is probably the tip I'd like to leave everybody with today.
I love that. Oh, Hannah, I love that. Girl, I love that. That's an even better place to end. I love that. I really do love that. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a tweetable moment. I will be tweeting that out after this is over. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, I didn't know. Oh my gosh, you have dimples. I did not see those earlier. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's so not professional. So thank you again, Hannah, for being on the show. I really do appreciate it. I will be in touch. I actually will be sending you a message in just a second. I had a couple other questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
Enjoy your Saturday.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
I really hope that you have enjoyed this month with Hannah. As you all know, that the workforce is really changing, and it's looking drastically different from what our ancestors or our parents or just one generation ago. It looks drastically different from what they remember. And it's ultimately up to us to decide whether that is a good thing or a bad thing. We are the ones that are pushing our employers or our employees to evolve with the world. And I don't know about you, but this 2019, it has really brought me some clarity. It's brought me some clarity as to what I want to see in 2020 and how I want to lead my team, how I will speak to my fellow co-workers. And I am so grateful that Hannah was able to come onto this journey with us. I am so grateful and I am so appreciative for her. If you have not already subscribed to inspiredbyjimmyl.com, please by all means tune in. At the end of the day, this entire year, this entire show is about inspiring everyone to be the best version of themselves. And I don't think there is any way that we could end this year with anything other than the show that has just wrapped up. I look forward to seeing you in 2020. Thank you all so very much for staying tuned with us in this year of 2019. I love you guys as always. And you know my rule. Don't do anything to try to keep up with the Joneses, baby. They are broke. I know you're tired of me saying it this year, but that's okay, because I'm going to say it one more time. Keeping up with the Joneses, baby, it's not going to end well for you. They don't have a clue as to what they're doing, so you might as well be the best version of yourself. I love you as always, and I will definitely see you first thing in the morning on Instagram. Thank you so much.